So it is early morning right before I am headed to work, and I just wanted to show the greenhouse plastic, how I covered my row of peppers that I had sat out to get acclimated. So it's this plastic that we use for the greenhouse, and it works really well to trap heat in on cooler nights. Hello everyone. So it is actually Wednesday after work, and I just got to Materville. So I have stopped by here every day after work, Monday and Tuesday, and now Wednesday. So on Monday, I had to stop because I had brought some more tomato plants that may or may not go in over here. And when I got here, I'm not sure if I took a little clip or not, but let me show you. So you can see I've got a cinder block here. So my piece of wood, you can see where something had been like trying to move this piece of wood. So when I got here Monday morning to drop the plants off, the wood was out here. The wood was out here. But as you can see, I have, thank goodness, I brought these the last day I was here, and I cinched it closed. So whatever was in there trying to get in, couldn't get in. So I had called Ben, and I was just like, I'm gonna have to bring over some rocks. And then he told me that there were some cinder blocks over here in the corner, and I should just grab one of those and shove one of those up against the piece of wood. So I did. I stopped by here on Monday after talking to him, and I did that. And then I don't even think I went inside and looked at the plants. I just kind of looked at them from here and was just like, okay, they're good. And then on Tuesday, I stopped by because I hadn't yet written down the list of tomatoes that I had placed in here so far. And I kind of like to keep track of what I've got going on. And so I've been trying to be better about not being a lazy blob right after work, because I have so many just tedious little things that I could do. So I decided that I would stop and do that. So I did. I stopped and I just wrote down, first row, second row, what I'd planted around the outside perimeter. And then today I'm here because there's some more holes that need to be done. I don't think I'm going to plant anything. I'm really hungry, actually. But I had a really rough day at work. Long, a little frustrating. So I need a little dirt therapy. So I'm going to get my hands dirty. And yeah, that's what I plan on doing, is just making some more holes around the perimeter. And note to self, okay, because I brought my tub of the mixture that I like to put in the holes, and it has fertilizer in it. So it's in this tub right here. Fertilizer stinks, and I wasn't even thinking about that. So I actually prepared everything last night and put it in here. And so when I got in the car this morning, and I knew I wasn't going to stop and drop it off here because I'm afraid animals will get into it. But yeah, I rode in the car with stinky fertilizer to work and from work. And it's not a short drive, so I should have put the lid on it, is what I should have done. But I didn't, and that's here nor there. When I got up to leave, I had to go, so. But fertilizer stinks. It does. Alrighty, let's have a look at what we got going on here. So, of course, with transplantation, there's always a couple of things that don't do all that great with it. So we have a Baracker's favorite that I am hopefully going to be able to replace. I don't know if I have another one, but this one here, not sure what happened to this poor baby, but he got decapitated there. It's possible that I just ripped it off. I don't think it's going to do anything. I could maybe shove it in the ground and see if it roots, but this is Seven Rivers Shore. I'm pretty sure I have another one, so I'm probably just going to replant this one tomorrow. But it's possible if I didn't have another one, I would just try to let that sucker right there become the main stem, because you can see it's just starting to sucker right there, just a tad. So it's possibly savable, but I don't know. If I have another one, I'll just replace it. There was one more here too, one or two more, I think, that didn't look too hot. But for the most part, you know, I'm pretty pleased with what I got done so far. Oh, this one, Hunk Papa. Oh dang, this is new. This was not like this. We had a big storm last night, so I wonder if that's what happened, was the storm. Let's keep a looking. Keep a looking. Yeah, there was another one down here, I believe. Yes, this was it. Mira's Giant. So, this looks horrible. So, I do need to replace that one. I think that was it. Was that it? Oh, no. There was one more. I remember. It was one of these special ones here. So yeah, that one doesn't look so great. So I do have some replacements for this is Craig's. I haven't done my tomato tour. I will once I have all this planted. But I planted a bunch of Craig's F2 cross here, and this is one that did not transplant very well. But I'm like looking to see if there's any damage to anything, any pest damage so far. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. So Dwarf Zoe Sweet and Walther's Fancy is supposed to be variegated and chartreuse, and I believe this is. Oh my gosh, look how pretty it is. So you can see the mixture of the chartreuse and then the variegation. Holy heck, that's pretty. Oh yeah. So I'm going to try to help stabilize this one for sure. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and number each one of these tags, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when I go to save seeds, I'll take pictures of them and number the pictures as well. So 4 had the variegation and the chartreuse mixed in with it. Oh my gosh. Can you even? But yeah, some of them, like this one, doesn't really have any variegation, but it's got a little bit of chartreuseness. Oh, and it's also got a little sunburn. Whoop-de-doopsie. So yeah, like this leaf was probably protected by a tomato leaf beside it. And then when I transplanted it all by its lonesome with all the sun, that's what sunburn looks like. Yep, but it'll be fine. But yeah, a lot of these don't have any variegation to them. A little bit of chartreuseness, but yeah, that's the only one that's variegated. Oh man, I'm so excited for that one. Okay. All right, I need to get to work and stop piddle-paddling with all this stuff. Yeah, lots of holes to make. So, as you can see, where I want to do the holes is all the way down this side. I want to do a bunch of dwarves and then whatever other indeterminates that I have left that I want, like doubles or duplicates in here. There's a few that I have not planted at all yet, so I need to find those in that bunch of plants and make sure I at least get one. And so yeah, so I'm gonna actually just be, I don't have anything to do this with besides my hand, so I'm gonna be pulling back the wood chips. Oh, this might be a little bit of not a fun job. Pulling back the wood chips and then I'll do the holes. Ugh. Whew. I was shutting the door and almost forgot that I did not update you on what I'd finished up doing. So I did drill holes all along the fence line here and a couple over there. And then prepped them with the mycorrhiza fungi, Mycobliss, and with my mixture of peat moss and garden tone and the water absorbing crystals. So that mixture is prepped. There's a few more places that I moved some wood chips back, but I noticed over here where I hadn't, because I had brought in some garden soil and mushroom compost and put along the edges last year. But I still need to do more. It still needs to be built up a little bit more because I noticed as I got down, it was very like clay and compact. And So that's not ideal. Tomatoes like well draining soil and light fluffy soil, so they'll do the best that way. I'm still probably going to plant in some of the holes that aren't ideal just to see what happens. But we did have a big rain last night. All this to say that we had rain last night, and it was just very hard to get my auger to go down into it to create a hole. So over there, I just decided I would wait until maybe it dried up a little bit tonight. And tomorrow the sun's supposed to be out. I don't think it's supposed to rain, so it'll probably dry up some and maybe be easier to drill holes down into it. But yeah, I still need to go along the outside edge of this too. But my tomato plants were sitting here, like seriously. My tomato plants were sitting here in the way of me doing that, and I don't have the energy to move them, so I'll just wait and do that tomorrow. But I didn't show you guys. I did get my, oh God, I can't do it with my finger. You see my big pile of wood chips. I got another load of wood chips delivered because I do want to mulch all the rows. Everywhere I plant a tomato, I like to put a big thick layer of wood chip mulch. Keeps from the backsplash. I think I explained this in another video. It keeps the backsplash from the soil because soil has diseases in it, and that can backsplash onto your tomato leaves, and then your tomato can get the disease that the soil has. So if you put down mulch, that doesn't happen like with rain. So that's on the plan for this weekend. But I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna eat and watch a little bit of TV, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Okay, y'all. So it is the next day, and I am just taking the last tray to my plant sale table. So I went through everything this morning and separated out any others that like I wanted to keep as a few backups, picked out some for Lauren, and then these three right here are the ones that I'm taking to the swap, the meetup swap. So there's about 100 plants that I'm taking. So that should be enough to share with everyone. And so yeah, I'm taking this last tray up, and then I'm going to water everybody with some fertilizer really well. All right, table is all set up. Okay, so I decided to come back over to Materville. I got all the peppers organized, watered, everything at the house is dispersed to where it needs to be. But then I realized, oh my goodness, I remember last night when I was here, things looked really dry. And I don't know when the rain's supposed to come. It's cloudy, overcast, but some of them are already starting to wilt. So I'm actually going to water them, and then I'll just go ahead and start planting them after they're watered. You guys, this has got to be the weirdest thunderstorm I've ever experienced. It was like the thunder did not stop for 30 minutes. I literally thought it was like fighter jets flying over top of me. And then when they didn't pass over, I thought maybe the aliens were coming down to get me. It was weird. It wasn't even like raining. Like, seriously, do you hear that? It was pretty wild. It scared me enough that I was like, I'm going inside. I don't know what's happening. I need shelter. So, clearly I had to come inside. Ah! Look at it pouring. And it's gonna be so gross now. It's not even supposed to storm. Dang it. Like this badly. It said it was supposed to be over at 4:30, and it's like 4:20. I don't think that's correct. But if I got it, oop, that's lightning. If I got it, I took a video. It was like the wildest thunderstorm I have ever experienced in my life. It was like rolling thunder. I thought it was like a tornado coming through the mountains. weird. It did not stop thundering, like rolling, boiling, thundering, whatever that was, for like 20 minutes. And it freaked me out. I thought the aliens were coming to get me. I was like, are the spaceships landing? I mean, it sounded weird. And now I'm trapped inside. Dang it. So, I'm just sitting here waiting out the storm. I think it's supposed to rain again at 7. So I thought I would just sit here and wait till that rolling, whatever that thing was, passed. I did not expect it to do what it's doing now. Everything's getting watered well, I can tell you that much. I would not need to water anything. Which is good, because I didn't want to have to do that anyways. But I really wanted to put down, really wanted to get everything planted, and then I wanted to put down the fertilizer. And then try to mulch. Now, I'm not going anywhere because I don't want to leave here and go home because I don't want to drive in this. So I'm just going to sit here and hope that it stops raining. I just moved around a bunch of plants. I hope they don't get like broken because they're in precarious positions right now. Oh well. Maybe I'll get something done today. I don't know. Okay, so it is now time to go out and check and see. Is it done? Oh my, it like dropped in temperature. Like, I need a hoodie. Can you hear that? Do you hear it? Ooh, wait. It's still trickling, but I think the worst of it is done. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ugh. All right, well, I'm climbing back in. Okay, everybody, I did the same thing I did the other day where I walked myself out before showing you what I'd accomplished. So I did end up planting tomatoes all along the side here, duplicates of things that I hadn't planted duplicates of yet. I really wanted to do duplicates of just about everything that I grew. I don't think that's going to happen. So here's what I got left. I got 4 whole trays left of stuff that were ones that were intended to go in one of my gardens, but I have literally run out of space, and probably the will to even, like, you know, tie these up, like, because it's going to be a lot. So all I have left that I want to plant are a few that I started seeds for late, and then whatever Lauren brings me. So, and that's probably got to be it for here. So I'm headed home now. Good morning, everyone. So it is the next day. It's Friday. Keep thinking it's Saturday. It's not. But I just went and grabbed the auger. I'm going to plant a handful of sweet peppers here at the house garden. But most of them, and these are sweets, because I'm planting all of the hots down there in all of the grow pots that are alongside the fence there. But these are just going to be for us eating, because I do plan on saving seeds. So I'm planting what I hope to be all the sweets over in Pepperville / Materville. It's over there. But because I have a whole lot more sweets than I do hots. I'm trying to figure out where I want to lay down the extra battery because I'm going to be drilling a bunch of holes today for all of these dwarves. But good golly, did we get some rain. I tell you what. Oh, I had someone ask if carrots did okay with being transplanted. So I separated these seedlings out and put them in a grow pot. So there you go. They do okay. This pot didn't do so great because after I planted it, I forgot to water it. So it went a couple days without watering. But I always recommend the second you plant something to water it. And that's why that one looks so sparse and sad, because they had a rough start. But yeah, oh my gosh, we got so much rain. So I'm just going around and looking. It looks like it washed all my pots off really well. So that's a plus. But yeah, I'm going around and making sure the trays aren't, they're like sitting full of water. And your plants, they don't want to be sitting in a ton of water. So these got saturated quite nicely. So here, crapola. Oh yeah. So I'm trying to root this crepuscule. It's already started to do some rooting, but so I've got that there. Lauren's stuff. Yeah. It was very. Some of these tomato plants for Lauren are going to be insane in one more week. Okay, so yeah, these are all the dwarfs that I'm about to plant. So I think there's only 3 trays, yeah. And then there's these little container that I decided I want, but I brought everybody from the basement outside. And there's stuff I need to plant, like squash, oh my gosh, cucumbers. I need to do some up-potting of some of these flowers. And so these are ones that I restarted seeds for things that didn't do well in the winter sowing. And I just started them under grow lights inside in the jugs, just with the lids off like that. I've been doing some up-potting of some basils. They need to be watered a little bit. There's some more that I did last night. Some basil there. But yeah, I've got, oh my gosh, so much stuff I gotta plant. Strawberries are all doing great. They transplanted quite nicely. So, as are the microdwarf tomatoes. Yeah, everybody is happy as a clam. And this year, I actually am going to try to twist this. Turn these. I mean, they're on wheels. My husband built me these stands so I could turn them, and I never do. So this year, once a week, Thursdays, I'm going to try to turn it. So that is the plan. Oh, this is way too full of water. These are a few things I wanted to plant yesterday. This is a, Prairie Sun Rudbeckia. That's going to do well, so I got to get that planted. But I need to dump this water. Too much. Too much. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I'm going to just start planting some stuff, and I'll update you probably at the end of the day. I'm just going to go. Okay, so I'm going to plant some holy basil. This is the top row right in this corner. So I'm going to plant a container of holy basil here, and then another container of holy basil down in that middle bed there, as well as a Prairie Sun Rudbeckia right there. All right, I am ready to plant these dwarves. I've decided I'm going to do these 2 beds with dwarf tomatoes, and then I planted some squash right here because I kind of wanted to do squash here because it's easy to water right here and kind of watch and maintain bug issues. As opposed to the other beds. But yeah, so why am I a happy camper? Because I found my pink sweets and a few other plants. Okra Vale. I could not find them, and I was just like, I knew I had some. I have it written down that I have some, but they were mixed in with the. So I'm standing here. This pink sweet is like on fire and needs out of this pot. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put my pink sweets. I wanted to have them planted over at Materville. So maybe I'll do that. I have an idea of where I want them. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Or should I do one here and one there? I kind of want them over there because I feel like they would do really well over there. Oh gosh. And I've like pretty much yeah. I don't really think I want to plant them here. Yeah, I'm gonna take them to Materville and I'll show you where I plant them, and they're getting some extra TLC.